Hi, my name is Allison Murray, and Instructor Leach asked me to create a podcast on how I create my courses for his classes, and instead I decided to do a video. So today I'm going to show you how I create those courses using a product called Office Mix. So we're going to go to the computer now. So when I start with a course for him, I always start with a title page. This week is going to be week 11 podcast, learning how to create a PowerPoint course using the Office Mix. Some of the key functions that I have here, and I'll teach you how to use these once we get into the actual slideshow. So I have a home button, and then I have buttons to go back and forth, and I always give instruction on how to use those. In here you can see that the course can be viewed more than once. And so I also do course objectives. And so an introduction with my course objectives. So here we're going to learn how to use Office Mix. We'll learn how to create quizzes, external and internal. We'll be able to add links for videos, and then how to incorporate audio or music into your slide presentation. So what is Office Mix? Office Mix is basically a product designed by Office for PowerPoint users to make their slides more interactive. And you can do this in a whole bunch of ways. You just download it from mix.office.com, and I'm going to show you how to add an audio right now. So once you download it, you'll have this Mix tab here. You go to that and you hit slide recording. It can take a little bit of time to come up, so be patient with it. And this is what you'll see. You can also add video as well as audio to this. And so all you do is you basically hit record, and it's started. So on this slide I would just say, hi, this is Allison. I was going to talk to you about Office Mix. It's a PowerPoint presentation that makes your presentation interactive, and that's basically all you have to do here. You do have other tools over here where you can actually go and circle certain terms. I can't circle very well. I do have a brace on my right arm. You can erase those if you need to, but you could go in and underline. Of course, I can't do this very well. And then when you're done, you would just hit stop. That saves that into this slide and only this slide. If you need to delete it, you can delete it, or if you need to, you can delete all of the actual recordings on them. You hit close, and it'll take you back to your PowerPoint. Like I said, again, this is a little slow. It does take a lot of speed on your computer, so be patient with it. Like I said, it'll take you back here. And now you can see this little button in the corner that says that you have audio on this slide now. And what you can do is you can have it start, and you can either have it start when they click or automatically or in sequence. I always leave it automatically so that it just goes. If you need to trim it, you could trim it there. There's a whole bunch of things you can do. And I'll show you this when we actually get into the presentation, what it sounds like. Actually, we'll go ahead and do that right now. We'll just start this slide.
So who uses the internet? In a recent survey done in March of 2017, internet users were found to be most prevalent in Asia, with 50.1%, Europe having 17%, in North America only 8.6%. Does this surprise you?
So that's what it would look like during your presentation or your course for the class. And again, we'll go through this whole thing again once we start to do the whole entire slideshow. So how to add an external quiz. So one of the ones I found that I like the most is ProProfs, and it allows you to create quizzes. You just need to sign up for an account. There is no fee associated with it. And what I normally do is the create score course or quiz, excuse me. And then there's a whole bunch that you can choose from. You can say multiple choice. And then it's going to have you add. So I don't do an image on mine. I go down and I automatically take the image out. And then I say, sorry, what is office mix? And then it's a PowerPoint interactive tool. It's an animal. It's a veggie. Okay, so there's that. We have that. And if you wanted to add a new one, you could say hit save and add new. You can also preview it so you can see what it's going to look like. Okay. And then you click save. And that'll end it. And then if you go into here, I can name my quiz and I can put a description and an image if I want to. So I'm just going to say office mix. I'm not going to add an image, and this is just a quiz for week 11. And save. And then you go ahead and click done. So here I can send it, I can make a copy of it, I can embed it. I'm going to go ahead and do a link. I'm going to copy my link. Go ahead and close that. Go back here. I already have this in here. You can name it whatever you want. You can set it up however you like. I'm going to go in. I actually right click on it. And I'm going to go to link. And then I'm going to put my address in. I'm going to go back here and close this so that when it comes up it's not a duplicate. And then I'm going to go to my slideshow. I'm going to go from current slide. And then when I click on that, it should take me to where my quiz is. And like I said, you can create a number of different questions. You can create a number of different types of questions, true, false, multiple choice, fill in, all that type of stuff. So it just depends on what you're looking to do in this course. And so here it is, here's the question. And you just start, you hit start, and you would be able to answer those questions. And then it would give you a score. All right, so we've learned how to do that. Next, we're going to learn how to add a quiz from Office Mix. And so this is basically what it looks like when it is embedded into the form. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. I'm going to go back to Mix. And I'm going to go to the Quizzes, Videos, Apps. And I usually like a multiple choice one, or the free response. And so you just hit add. It adds directly into where you are now. You can resize it, you can move it. Type your question in here. Okay. And you can preview what it's going to look like, and they can start typing their answer in there. So this is now a free fill-in quiz on Office Mix. Next, one of the things I like to incorporate are videos. Most of my videos come from YouTube, and so I found a video on how to use Office Mix. Once you find your video, if you hit share, you can embed. I like to share best, so I'm going to go ahead and copy that again, and I'm going to go back here, and it'll say insert a video. And control paste. It should find your video. If more than one comes up, you might have to choose what video that is. Sorry, it is running a little slow. I'm going to go ahead and insert it. And then you can resize this. And like I said, once I play the whole slideshow for you, you'll be able to see how that works in here. Next thing I'm going to show you is how to add external music or audio. I usually add music, and so one of the places I use is a royalty-free music. It's called Ben Sound. Ben sound.com. The only thing you must do is acknowledge him. And so I already did download this Jazzy French, and it tells you right here that you just have to acknowledge him in which way you need to acknowledge him, and just hit download. But I've already done that, so I'm going to go back to my slideshow, and I am going to insert some audio. Like I said, it downloaded it, so I'm going to go to audio on my PC. I know I put it on my desktop. I'm going to insert it. And so you can see this little guy popped up here. And so what I do, whoops, excuse me, let me pull this back up so I can work with him a little bit more. If you right click on him, say style, you can say play in background. Now if you did click play on background, it would play in every single slide, and I'll show you how that works. So it'll play it all across every single slide. And so again, you have options up here. You can start automatically in sequence when clicked on. You can hide this little symbol or icon during the show, and so I'm going to take it off. Also, if you wanted it to fade in at a certain time or fade out, trim, that type of stuff, here is play, so we can hear what it kind of sounds like before we get into the video or into the slideshow. And so when I create these, I add text, I add videos, I'm adding quizzes, I'm giving them information to read. I can also add articles, which is just adding a link. But we're going to go ahead and play this right now so you can kind of see what it looks like, and then I'll show you a few that I've already created. And so here I've added this verbiage so they know where to go next. Of course, here's so that how you know how to navigate, so you can go forward, you can go backward, or you can go home. Now if you want to get more sophisticated, you could add buttons here that went to certain pages. I've done that in the past. Again, introduction. And it started. So on this slide I would just say, hi, this is Allison. I was going to talk to you about Office Mix. It's a PowerPoint. So it plays automatically, and here's one I've done in the past.
So who uses the internet?
showed you that real quickly before. But if the student needed to go home from here, they could, and then they would just go forward through the slides so they could get to where they needed. Again, here's that quiz that's going to go ahead and pop us out to an external site. I'm going to keep going here. And here is the quiz where I want them to answer freely. So they would just start typing their answer here. So it's a PowerPoint, right? And then they would submit it, and then I would grade it from there. Here's where we added the video, and so I give instructions all the time, so please watch the video. So because it's not embedded but linked, it's going to take a moment. Sometimes embedding can be a little bit more time consuming when they're downloading, and so I just like to link it, and it comes up pretty quickly. I don't have it come up on a different screen. It comes up in the screen. In this tutorial, we're going to take a look
at a new product from Microsoft.
Okay. And then here's the music we added. And again, make sure that you're giving credit to the person who actually did it, because it is royalty free. We want to make sure we do that. So thank you for watching. In this course, we learned how to use Office Mix, what it was. Again, it's a PowerPoint product that allows it to be interactive and allows you to create different things within PowerPoint slides, and it's especially useful when you're creating courses. We learned how to create external and internal quizzes, so you can learn how to do that and then make your course even more interactive for students. Links for videos, which I find very helpful. Use YouTube, but there's other sources that you can use, or you can even download your own video. And then putting music or audio into it from an external site. So I'm going to show you now some of the ones I've done in the past for Instructor Leach, just so you have an idea of what a more complete one looks like. So this is one of my older ones. I'm just going to go ahead and play it for you. We'll go through it kind of quickly. So this was from another course that I had with him that I actually did. And so again, go forward.
Hi, and welcome to Unit 3 of OILS 481, Technology and Society. In this unit, we're going to cover why humans resist technology.
So here's some of the verbiage that I put in, asking questions. And then again, a quiz, which I'm not going to click on.
While examining this slide, do you know anyone who falls into these categories?
And here you can see that it is playing. They have the ability to stop it if they need to and restart it, or they have the ability to pull it back and play it again. Again, a video that's been embedded or linked. Just some more information. Another video. There's a quiz that's going to be loading here. This one you've already seen. Some more information. Another video. Another quiz. So I had them read an article. So there is an article attached to this, as you can see, and then they had to take the quiz. And then my summary page, which I always include. This is another one, so you have an idea. So again, all
Hi,
that functionality.
and welcome to OILS 483, Chapter 2. In this chapter, we'll discuss
Video.
what's the best way to meet all the needs of the students in our classroom. How can we ensure that
Quiz again. Another video.
For the 21st century learner, we've identified skills that every student needs to have to be a successful learner.
Another quiz here. Again, it's just a fill-in. kind of like a discussion board, but not to that extent. Another video here.
Gardner identified 9 aspects of intelligence. Thank you for your participation in
And
chapter.
a summary again. And then one more that I'll show you. This was the latest one I created because I did learn how to do the audio in it. And so I didn't have it go across all the slides. I just had to go across the view.
Welcome to Oils 483, Chapter 6, Learning with Web 2.0 and Social Media.
Again, if I had to go home, I could go home and then go through these slides again. So another video here, and I'm always describing like what the student should do.
Web 2.0 engages learners and experiences.
So this has both audio and then a video for them to watch once they've listened to the audio. And so here's a quiz that they're going to take. It's just a free-form quiz on how they would use it. Music again. I've included an article, and again, that's just a link that you can add in there.
Online resources that enhance student learning include blogs.
A quiz again, where we would click this. And I'll show you what a different quiz looks like when you come up. So it's going to ask start. Okay. So I think it's paperback book. That's correct. I got it right. And then different ways. And I got that correct. I hope I did. I created these, so. And then I'm going to do a false answer here. And I did get that incorrect. So you could see, so now I need to submit my answers, and I'm not going to pass this quiz. I only got a 67%. And then you as the instructor could actually go in and see what their quiz grades were. Okay, so we're going to keep going on this. Again, some more verbiage and then more text and then a video.
New technologies change what and how people learn. Informed by learning science, cyber learning is the use of new technology.
Another quiz so that they can answer what cyber learning is. Some fun music. Another video on what's coming next.
Thank you for
And again, a summary. And again, I gave permission, or I gave recognition for my images and my music, where they came from. I always want to do that to make sure that they're included in there. So again, my name is Allison Murray. This is for OILS 483, and this was how to create a course in PowerPoint. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you learned how to use Office Mix, which is a PowerPoint interactive program that you can download. And if you have any questions, please get a hold of Instructor Leach and he can get a hold of me for you. Thanks so much.